Most people are going to spend this entire year doing the exact same thing they did last year. More cardio, more sacrifice, more waiting to feel ready. And by December, they'll look almost identical to right now. Not because they're lazy, because they're running on an outdated idea of what changing your body actually requires. Let me ask you something. When did grinding for hours become the proof that you're serious? Because somewhere along the way, people started confusing suffering with progress. And that confusion is exactly why most of them stay stuck. Nobody in the fitness space wants to say this out loud. The gym rat who lives on the treadmill 6 days a week and the person doing 30-minute sessions 3 times a week can end up with the same result. Sometimes the second one comes out ahead. Not because effort doesn't matter, because the kind of effort matters more than the volume of it. And those are genuinely different things. Think about it. You've probably seen it. The person who's always in the gym, always exhausted, always talking about their routine, but their body hasn't changed in 2 years. And then there's someone else, quieter about it, doing less by the clock, but moving with real intention, and they're steadily leaning out month after month. That's not luck. That's a different understanding of how the body actually responds. Your body doesn't reward time, it rewards stimulus. The people who stay soft while putting in hours are usually winning at quantity and losing at quality. More sessions, lower intensity, more food to compensate because they feel like they've earned it, more cortisol from overtraining, more excuses because they've already been to the gym so they feel like the day's done. The cycle is invisible from the inside. You feel productive because you're always moving. But moving and progressing are not the same thing. And I didn't fully understand that until I wasted almost a year finding out the hard way. Let's get real. If your training doesn't feel like it's asking something of you, it isn't changing you. Discomfort is the signal. Not misery, not injury, just that specific feeling that you went somewhere you hadn't been before. That's where adaptation lives, and nowhere else. This is the part that gets skipped over. Lean isn't built primarily in the gym. It's built in the decision you make about what you eat at 9 at night when no one's watching, in the protein you actually hit instead of roughly estimating, in the sleep you stop treating as optional, in the walks that add up across the day and do more for your body composition than a second cardio session you resent the entire time. The gym is the trigger. Everything around it is the actual result. So if you're spending 2 hours a day there and still not seeing it, the issue isn't volume. You've built a gym habit without building the surrounding lifestyle that makes it work. Those are 2 different things, and most people never pull them apart long enough to see it. Do you see the shift? This isn't about doing less. It's about doing what actually counts, rather than what feels like enough. There's a version of you that trains hard, eats with real strategy, recovers on purpose, and moves more throughout the day without calling any of it exercise. That version isn't grinding for hours. That version is just operating at a slightly higher standard than the default, consistently, and the body reflects that over time. Because this is really an identity question, not a training question. Most people are passive about their body. They react to how it looks, rather than deciding what it's going to do. They feel bad, they find a program, they follow it for a few weeks, then life gets inconvenient and they stop. That's the consumer cycle. The gyms, the apps, the supplements all depend on you cycling through it. Someone who genuinely figures this out stops needing to buy solutions every few months, and the industry has no real incentive to help you become that person. The intentional person doesn't negotiate with themselves about whether today is a training day. They've settled it at the identity level, so the behavior follows without a debate. Not because they have more willpower, because they stopped treating their health like a project they're managing on top of everything else and made it part of who they are. That shift will do more for your results than any specific protocol I could hand you. Being lean in 2026 isn't about finding the perfect split or chasing the right program. It's about dropping the all-or-nothing thinking that keeps you swinging between fully committed and fully off the rails. The person doing 30 focused minutes and eating well most of the time will beat the person doing 2-hour sessions and eating to reward themselves every single time, measured across a full year. Sustainable consistency wins over perfection. You can't actually hold. Ask yourself something honestly. Are you training in a way you can keep doing for the next 5 years? Or does this current cycle already have a quiet expiration date on it? Comfort is the real enemy here, not laziness. The comfort of telling yourself you'll start properly when things calm down. The comfort of deciding that because you trained today, nutrition doesn't need to match. The comfort of repeating what's familiar and expecting a different body to eventually show up as a reward for your patience. Staying the same has a cost. You just don't get the bill until later. Stop being someone who has a gym membership and start being someone who has standards. Train with real intensity when you train. Eat in a way that actually supports what you're asking your body to do. Sleep like it matters, and stop treating recovery and efficiency like they're cutting corners. They're not shortcuts. They're the whole point. The people who get lean and stay lean aren't the ones logging the most hours in the building. They're the ones who understand that the body is always responding to a signal, and they've learned to make the signal worth responding to. You already know what needs to happen. The only real question is whether you're willing to stop hiding behind being busy and actually do it with some precision this time. Another year of almost, or the year it actually changes. That's the choice sitting in front of you right now.